Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, so welcome to a new game. Sort of, kinda, yeah. This is the first official DLC for the Outer Worlds called Peril on Gorgon. I played the Outer Worlds all the way to its conclusion. Okay. Um, I'd forgotten all the controls. But I played this game all the way to its conclusion. I've already beaten it. Um, and the DLC came out, which I'm very eager to play. The only thing is, apparently, you can't continue from the end of the game and pick up on this. You have to go back to a earlier save. So fortunately, the game does a save for the point of no return. So this is right before the very final mission of the game. So we can go into the DLC. So my plan will be, there's a second DLC, by the way, that's supposed to come out later on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through this DLC, and then we'll just go to the next DLC when the time is appropriate. Now, supposedly, if we talk to Ada now, she'll give us that mission. I'm trying to see real quick. What the controls are, but I don't. Like, it has been a long time, and I don't remember the controls too well. Reload, crouch, switch weapons. Okay, I think I'm alright. I think the square button also is to interact with stuff. What's up, Albert? Albert's asking, is this a new game? It is a new game, sort of, kind of, sort of. New DLC to a game I recently played. This is The Outer Worlds, Peril on Gorgon. I wasn't even going to start streaming this yet, but since I'm still playing Wasteland 3, but I figured, why not? I'll get a couple episodes in, and then I'll go back to Wasteland 3, do an episode or two of that, and come back to this. I wouldn't have been doing this right now, except I'm having severe insomnia, and I cannot sleep. So, might as well play. Albert wanted to tell me something, but can't remember.
Welcome back, Captain.
Hello,
How can I
Ada.
be of assistance?
I don't know. Isn't there supposed to be something you are supposed to tell me?
I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely. I require a captain to pilot the ship. Without an identified captain or crew, I serve no purpose. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design.
Okay. I know we already had that chat, so am I just supposed to go to the navigation? See, here's the problem. I don't know how the hell to start this DLC. Albert says, would you consider playing a co-op game with me at some point? Nothing competitive? Maybe. It Olympus is locked. Wait a minute. Oh, that just means I just can't go to that planet. So, I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to start this DLC. Hold on a second. Let me try to look this up. Alright, so I guess it says travel to... like travel to any place, so I don't know, let's go here.
Captain, I'm receiving an urgent docking request from another vessel.
Ah, here it is.
From the Halcyon Parcel Service, delivery is guaranteed within standard margins of certainty. I've got a special delivery for Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. With your permission, I'll see it transferred to your ship.
Okay. Howard says, I know what you're going to say. You don't have a lot of time. Yeah, but that's true, though. It would have to be more than likely like on a weekend when I'm home and have the time to sit down. Because otherwise, it's like I can't set up in advance like a time to do the game. Because as you can tell, like, I'm very sporadic when I'm on here. So it's like I can't like, hey, so at 5 o'clock on this time, I'm going to, be playing such and such game. So that's why I if you've noticed, like, the only time I've ever played co-op at all with anybody, it's really only been my son. And maybe, a couple of people in the past who happen to be online at the same time that we were jumping on. So it's a real, like, yeah, Albert's saying that also there's the time differences. Yeah, that's a big key factor in that too. I don't know. I was thinking about maybe at some point in the future, I want to play Fall Guys again, and maybe have some people join for that. But like Toby and I have only played that once together, and haven't had time to play it again since then. What was that? A week or two ago? And he lives, he lives in my house. So yeah, that's just the really tough. You have Fall Guys, awesome. So the next time I'm gonna play Fall Guys, if you're online, except you got to play it on PS4 because I don't have it for anything else, and I think you have to be on the same system. Do you have it? You play it on PS4 or what do you play it on? Okay, just send it over.
With alacrity.
You're
Stand by, Captain Hawthorne. An HPS certified distribution technician has deposited the parcel into your cargo hold in accordance with hazardous waste disposal procedures.
Okay. All right, cool. So yeah, Albert, next time we're gonna play that, and again, I don't know when the hell that'll be, but next time we're gonna play that, I'll DM you and let you know, and then we'll get that all hooked up. Okay, so they did. No, I get it. I know what they. All right, that sounds fine.
On behalf of HPS, I'd like to remind you that HPS is not responsible for any damage, defacement, or unseemliness to your parcel.
Okay.
Thank you for your patience, and please remember HPS for all of your future parcel-related needs.
Yeah, Albert, that's the same way that I have it. Yeah, I got it for free on the PlayStation Plus. Sure thing. Okay, Halcyon Parcel Service. Let's see what do we have in here. And incidentally, I don't know anything about the DLC other than it's supposed to be like a murder mystery type of thing. So, the mysterious package is a hand holding onto something. Right on, Albert.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon. Should have known better. But I landed on something big. And now this job's an itch I can't stop scratching. There's a whole research compound left of the Sprats. I think I'm close to figuring out why. But something dangerous is closer to me. Got the job through one Minnie Ambrose. Top runger who just came into some money, was offering a hefty bid card for qualified help. Trust me, her money's good. Talk to Minnie. Take the job. If I ain't gonna live to see the payday, might as well be you. Consider us even, old pal.
Well, that fellow certainly seemed trustworthy.
I've gotten jobs from some unusual sources, but this is a first. Congratulations, Captain.
I don't mean to sound prim, Captain, but there's gotta be a better way to ask someone to do you a favor.
I just want to say, we gotta take this job. This is the closest I ever been to starring in a serial drama. Only thing we're missing is a couple cameras and a soundtrack.
At least this won't be boring.
Albert says Toby sure roasted the hell out of me. Yeah, he's good at that. Something else that just occurred to me is I don't remember how to swap out my party. Yeah. Hola. ¿Qué tal? Outer Worlds DLC came out today. Speaking of Toby, he just walked in the door. Toby says, "Hello, Albert." Yeah, trying to remember. I literally stood in the cockpit of the ship and had to like shoot inside the ship and stuff like that because I couldn't remember what did what. But I remember there's another button that throws grenades, but I'm like, I'm not gonna throw the grenade in here and blow myself up. So, and I also don't know what's loaded in. Albert says hello. Albert says, I was told Parvati is the best character. They're all really good. That's the problem, is that they're all really solid characters. So I do like Parvati. So yeah, apparently this was like a 15 gigabyte DLC. So you shot who in the what now? Okie dokie. Alright, love you. Okay. Albert says, Jesus, I can't even hear the difference between you and Toby's voice. Damn, they grow up so fast. Yeah, no joke. No joke. Alright. Nice of him to share the tip. Money and intrigue. I'm sold. Ada, what the hell is going on?
Lucky Montoya owed Captain Hawthorne a considerable debt. I believe this is what humans refer to as payback. Captain, the message contains landing coordinates for a small asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. It was recently registered to a Wilhelmina Ambrose.
So we're looking for Minnie Ambrose. I don't remember if this Montoya guy, I don't remember if we already knew who he was. I haven't played this game since it first came out. I ran through the whole thing and beat it, so it's been a while. I don't remember a hell of a lot of the main characters and their side stories. Okay. Who is this guy?
He was an old friend of Alex Hawthorne's. Lucky Montoya had a statistically significant tendency to encounter situations of extreme danger.
Oh, really? I thought he lost his arm gambling.
He was also the 4th best paid freelancer in the system.
Only the 4th?
There are several hundred freelancers operating in Halcyon. Considering the numbers, Mr. Montoya ranked among the top percentile. This had less correlation with his measured aptitudes, which rank at or below average, than with a pattern of fortunate circumstances.
Alright, Albert. I'll see you later, dude. Any chance he's alive?
Based on the condition of the limb, I calculate a 92.7% chance that Mr. Montoya expired from his injuries.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There is what humans colloquially call a Sprat's chance in a mantisaur's den. That is a very low chance, Captain. I have transferred the coordinates for Ambrose Manor to your navigation terminal. We can travel there when you are ready.
Okie dokie. Nifty. Okay. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that everything's optimized in terms of, or maybe not, hold on. Is there a reason that she's not using this? Like, why wouldn't she be using... Alright, so I have no extra armor. So I don't know if I got all these weapons and then I just never got around to... I just never got around to using them, or I mean equipping them. Long guns. Okay, so I guess we're pretty much... We should be pretty much decked out. Wow, there's so much I totally forgot about in this game. Oh, man. Wow. Oh, that's right. Whenever I leave my ship, that's when I can choose my my people. Yeah. Now I remember. And there's my quarters. Okay. So let's go to... Where is it? Gorgon. Yep, Ambrose Manor. Let's do this. That was fast. Alright, who am I taking with me here? Who am I taking with me? I mean, these two tend to be my... Maybe I'll take the kids. I'll take the two of them. On Gorgon, it's always Adrena time. Made with real xenosite waste? Oh boy. It didn't even occur to me right at the very beginning of this loading screen that we'd be seeing new stuff that's related to Gorgon and to the new DLC. And, you know, here I'm just staring at it, not really paying attention. And I'm like, oh, wait, duh. Look, that's new. But again, it's been a long time. It's been a while.
Welcome to Ambrose Manor. We were not expecting company. Please follow. Do not stray from the path.
Don't worry, little fella. We're mostly law-abiding folk. Oh no, we should check to see he's all right.
Well, he fell off the platform. What the hell? What are we waiting on? Am I literally supposed to just fall down as well?
Structural damage detected. Compensating for structural damage. Error.
Okay, well, I guess he's broken. I can't go past that. What the hell's going on?
Running diagnostic. Error. Diagnosing diagnostic.
So I can climb up there. I can't walk over a little lip. Okay. What is this over here? First of all, what might be hidden? Oh, see, there are things out here.
Make him regret it.
Violent little sprats, huh? Okay, Parvati, I see you. Where's Ellie? Where were you? Oh, I can't open it. Still didn't,
Unit cannot bring you any drinks in its current state.
Okay. So, I'll apologize right now if I'm a little clunky at first because I don't remember all the controls and I'm kind of like getting my bearings again. Daily routine. It's groundskeeper's journal. Sweep the Tranquility Garden for Miss Olivia. Oil the fish for Mr. Harvey. Repeat. When they hired me on as groundskeeper, I assumed there'd be grounds to keep. I'm not even allowed inside the manor. Everyone told me the Ambrose family keeps to themselves, but they're a bunch of hermits. Save for the little one. Guess I ought to find a hobby. Mr. Harvey dropped his key card in the pond. I'll hold on to it in case he ever comes looking, but I won't go near the house. Wouldn't want to get between Mrs. Olivia and her research. Okay. Okay, why would we pick these things up? I don't know. Armor parts. What is a little gun symbol? Okay, speak to Minnie Ambrose.
heading back.
Yep, be right over.
Okay, I don't remember all the
This
controls.
unit is under construction. Thank you for your patience.
Ah, this is the Tranquility Garden. The Tranquility Garden, where people are burying money in the sand. Because they didn't count on someone like me to come along and find it and steal it all. Oops, that was not the button.
Those big empty windows. Feels like the building's watching me. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps.
At the very least, there ought to be something worth stealing in there.
I agree. Ah. The Saltuna Pond. Now I know what he meant by oiling the fish. Okay, I don't think that... Oh, wait, yes I do. See, I was going to say I don't think there's anything back here. And as soon as I have that thought in my head, I find those. Okay, just take a quick little run through. Aha! Ammo, energy cells, big cartridges, plasma cutter. Sentry saber. Oh, is that what that symbol means? That my weapon's damaged? Has to be. Okay. Moving on. Okay, it's like symbol's gone. Okay, that's all right. Totally forgot that your armor and your weapons and whatnot degraded over time or took damage and whatnot, and that you had to fix this stuff. Auto Mag Pistol Ultra. Okay, so this doesn't have... That does fire damage. This does regular damage, but does a lot more damage, so let's just equip that. So everything's kind of beat up looking out here, which is not a good sign. Alright, ladies, let's go inside. Hello? Hello?
Okay, maybe not.
It's so empty. Oh, Captain, something here don't feel right.
Yeah, you think? Hello, janitor. Hello, janitor. He has a feather brush attached to his arm. Are you a waiter? Food services, mechanical. Okay. I guess we can wander around down here. Hello, Robert. Roberto. Sup, Robert? Alright, use terminal. Recent activity. User W. Ambrose attempt to log in the system. Final attempt failed. Okay, so... Okay, well apparently everything's rotten. Oh, I do have the kitchen key card. Woolly curds. Telling something inspirational. Like what? Here's something inspirational. Trump is not your president. Be happy. Rejoice in that you don't have to deal with the bullshit that we do. I wish someone could say that to me. Oh, what's back here? Is that blood?
Oh my law, this is just like that episode of Virginia Yang, Girl Detective, where the old fella dies and his nurse inherits his house. What if we find a body?
What if we find a body? I think it's only a matter of time before we find a body. I just made his day. Good to know. I try, you know. Oh my god, we can take this stuff? Alright. And then there's the skull stuff in here. Weapon parts, Adrena, what's all these? Corporation Service Awards. Master Bedroom Key Card. Along that wilderness of glass, no swellings tell that winds may be. Upon some far-off happier sea, no heavings hint that winds have been on seas less hideously serene. EAP. Alrighty. Ambrose. Oh. Alright. Logs. Alright, so there's a bunch of logs here. Seems to be in order top to bottom. Thanks, Robert. Glad that you think I'm cool, man. Alright. February 1st. This is Dr. Olivia Ambrose. Okay. This morning I gave birth to a healthy child. Perhaps that's a strange distinction to call her healthy, but after all I've endured to finally meet her, it matters. That she exists at all against the odds matters. I would call her Wilhelmina, after my late brother Wilhelm. I hope the law is kinder to her than it was to him. I hope for many things, truthfully, that she be smart and shrewd, that she be strong, relentless, undeniable. Most of all, I hope for her a steel spine, that she does not bend when Halcyon would break her, that she should be stronger than I. Goodbye, Robert. I don't know any other versions of Robert. I must find Minnie a wet nurse. She demands to be fed throughout the day and night, and I simply cannot get a single thing done. The nurse will need to be exceptional, smart, educated, of means. Minnie must have the best start if she's going to survive the pit of vipers that is the Byzantium elite. Then there is a matter of a governess. I can't watch this child constantly. Now if I'm to do my work, how soon must I begin looking? Naturally, she'll have to be exceptional as well, and exceptional Byzantines don't exactly grow on trees. I will persuade Harvey to investigate this for me. The man has little else to do. I don't understand how anyone of ambition has time to keep a journal. I certainly don't. Yet here I am, indulging myself. Minnie's influence, no doubt. Her behavior concerns me. She's clingy, emotional. At 5, she should be starting to show some personality, not crying for her mother when I leave for another stint on Gorgon. This must be the fault of Marie, her governess, as Minnie certainly didn't learn this behavior from me. I'll have to fire the woman. It's clear she's not capable of instilling in Minnie a correct understanding of how to behave. Harvey despairs of ever finding a governess who meets my preposterous demands. He and I went in circles on the issue for hours, but he came around to my thinking eventually. Why shouldn't I want what's best for my daughter? And maybe I'll fire him too. I'm at my wit's end with Minnie. At 13, she should have already mastered basic chemistry, physics, and mathematics. But she can barely handle long division. She struggles to remember the simplest equations and formulas, no matter how many times her governess raps her knuckles. By the time I was her age, I'd already made dynamite in my grandfather's laboratory. The only thing Minnie's making explode is my head. Her father asked we? Her father asked me why we don't just send her to boarding school, but I abhor the thought of her surrounded by those coddled idiots. More alarming still, she's begun to show an interest in romance serials and painting. She may have a strong grasp of color theory, and she shows some promise with watercolors, but certainly that's the result of her education in spectroscopy, not in innate skill. What value has art anyway? She gave me a truly dreadful painting of Francis this morning, and I haven't a clue what to do with it. Perhaps I'll stuff it in my desk. We'll have a good laugh over it when she's grown and finally come to her senses. This woman's an asshole. Lucien appeared at the manor this morning. I thought him here for me to finally wring my neck after our latest tiff, but no, it was much worse than that. He'd come to speak to Minnie. No need to guess why. She's taken it upon herself to manage the household these last few years, since neither her father nor I have the time, or, frankly, inclination. Under her watch, the staff's productivity has increased 35% while reducing our costs an astonishing 67%. We've saved tens of thousands of bits. Harvey tipped Lucien off, I expect. Now he wants to bring her on to help manage the Gorgon facilities, which I refuse over Minnie's vociferous protestations. She cried after he left. I only wish I could tell her why. Search continues. I take from these entries that Mother was severe with her editorial pen. This is but one version of her, carefully curated, and not the one I wanted to find. Where's her unvarnished stream of consciousness? Where's the spontaneous brilliance? The search continues. My efforts will inevitably steer me to Gorgon. What then, Minnie? What then? Damn. Just carrying on my tradition of collecting all the little usable items that I'll never actually use. Hi. Oh, there is someone alive. I thought we were going to show up here and there would be nobody.
Join me for a drink, Mr. Whoever you are.
I forgot that the game does this.
So who the devil are you?
Hi. As you guys can see, I have a tendency to use the same name in many of my games. Should I tell her who I am, or? Yeah, Kincaid, Captain of the Unreliable.
You don't say. Well, make yourself at home, Captain. I'm sure we have much to discuss. Do you see that glowing chunk of space rock? That's Gorgon. My birthright, my burden, and the bane of my existence. I hate to drink alone, and this is my third. So join me in raising a glass to Gorgon.
Give a solemn toast, yeah, a cheerful toast. To Gorgon!
To Gorgon. May cosmic winds shepherd her to the nearest star. I'm Wilhelmina Ambrose, but you can keep it short and call me Minnie. Now, what brings you to my house, handsome? I take it you didn't come all this way for the beverages, the starry skies, or the pleasant company.
I'm here about a severed arm.
A severed arm? How positively ghoulish. You know this is a private residence, not a curio shop?
Does the name Lucky Montoya mean anything to you?
Lucky Montoya is my personal freelancer. Fascinating man. Very brooding and theatrical. Always staring into space and twirling a bullet over his knuckles.
He's definitely not doing that anymore.
But if something happened to him... Oh dear. I suppose that makes him my former freelancer now?
Yeah, that's one way to say it. Sorry about your loss.
Thank you. But the people in my orbit come and go all the time. Occupational hazard. What a time for his luck to run out. We were in the middle of something grand, and I really can't afford another setback.
You sure got over the bad news fast.
That's called a defense mechanism. I don't get attached to others if I can avoid it. Try it sometime. How would you like to be my new freelancer? There's been a recent vacancy, and I think you're well suited to the job.
Remember, play hard to get. That's negotiation.
You offer work to everyone who breaks into your home? Must be some kind of Byzantine tradition I ain't know about.
I'm looking for someone rough around the edges. A gorgeous, dashing scoundrel type. Incidentally, someone good with their hands.
I just want my hands knocked off. Gorgeous.
I like my employees well-groomed. Appearances are everything in high society.
Well, I guess I'm rather handsome. So how likely am I to wind up like your old freelancer?
The man lost an arm. What are the odds of that happening twice? Of course, Gorgon is a treacherous place, and my own family's involvement with it has been fraught. Allow me to lay out the facts, and you can decide for yourself if you want to be my chief investigator. My mother, Dr. Olivia Ambrose, worked for Spacer's Choice at the Gorgon Research Facility. She was brilliant, the top scientist in her field, until tragedy struck.
Go on.
One day, Spacer's Choice shut down all research and evacuated Gorgon. Everyone had to scramble or risk getting left behind. It was chaos. Employees fled for their lives. Mother never made it home. I'm told she wasn't the only casualty that fateful day.
It must have been real hard on you, losing your mother all of a sudden like that. I'm sorry to hear it, ma'am.
Thank you. Ambrose ladies are supposed to be resilient to the unexpected, but this was especially hard on me. Mother's name has since been dragged through the mud. Spacer's Choice blames her for the collapse of Project Gorgon, and I just know they're lying.
Never. What do they say about her?
Everything you can imagine and more. Dereliction of duty, circulating anti-corporate memos, taking longer than average coffee breaks. The list goes on.
Wow, the coffee break thing.
Mother would not have allowed Project Gorgon to fail. Something happened on that asteroid, and my family took the fall for it.
Okay. So what did you send Lucky to find?
The truth. Mother is gone, Gorgon is silent, and I deserve answers.
Answers to what end?
That will depend on what we learn. The scope of this cover-up is enormous. Whatever Spacer's Choice is hiding could bring ruin down on their heads. Or it could just be another dead end. We won't know till we look, will we?
I suppose not. So what do you think happened on Gorgon?
I don't know. And Spacer's Choice won't say. They don't discuss anything that tarnishes their brand. Gorgon has a dark history. The project fell apart. Personnel were shuffled across the system. With Mother gone, now I'm all that's left.
Where's your father in all this?
Father lost more than his job on Gorgon. I'll say no more than that. The asteroid may look like a glittering jewel, but I assure you the resemblance ends there. Gorgon is poisonous to the core. One might even say cursed.
Cursed? Alright, where do we get started?
We start where all of this began. With Mother.
Mother.
Whatever happened on Gorgon wasn't Mother's fault. I simply need the evidence to prove it. We're going to drag the truth kicking and screaming into the light. Even if it means bringing ruin and humiliation to Spacer's Choice. All the evidence I need should be in Mother's journal. You can find it in her office on Gorgon, in the heart of the old research facility.
Okay. Danger and corporate intrigue. Sounds like my kind of job.
I admire your enthusiasm. This manor has echoed with my own we, and I can feel you breathing new life into the walls. When you reach Gorgon, pack a weapon you trust. The corporate lockdown hasn't stopped the wilderness from squirming in through the cracks.
Okay, what can I expect to face there?
I've never understood why, but Gorgon is teeming with marauders. They almost seem drawn to sorrow and misfortune. Then there's the test subjects, those who survived anyway. Ravenous creatures left behind like so much salvage.
What did you tell Lucky about the job?
I told him everything I've told you. Just the facts. Maybe a couple of harmless embellishments. Why?
Just making sure I have what I need.
Still, you're smart to ask. Lucky spent most of our time together spinning a pistol around his index finger. Not sure he listened to any of my advice.
That sounds like Lucky, all right. The man loved to show off.
He had an aura of rugged individualism that was quite charming. Not that it helped him in the end. But you won't let me down, will you, Captain?
Of course not. I'm awesome. Well, I'll try not to since it's my life on the line.
That's the spirit. There's a little saloon near Gorgon's landing pad, the Sprat Shack. Lucky was renting a room, so if you want to follow his trail, that would be the place to start.
I think I've heard of that place. Cheap whiskey, rough crowd. You'll love it.
Oh, you think maybe they got a little mascot? Like a sprat in a tiny hat?
I hope
Just
so.
so we understand each other, money is no object. I'm willing to squander the family fortune if you get me what I want. Between your payment and any salvage you happen across, you'll walk away from this rich enough to buy a mansion of your own. How does that sound?
Sounds awesome. Also sounds like bullshit, but, you know, hey. Alright, so what's the catch? There's always a catch.
The catch? No one's ever done this before, and the only person who tried is a corpse. Believe me, that's enough. Here's your nav key, Captain. Safe travels.
Alright. Well, maybe you don't need to hear this from me, but I'm sorry about your mom.
Spacer's Choice should be the one apologizing, but... thank you. Sincerely. A word of advice before you go, Captain. Trust no one. Mother's office is in the heart of the Gorgon facility. You're free to salvage anything that isn't nailed down. I only want what's mine.
Mysterious heiress, unexpected gainful employment. It's like something out of a detective serial.
It's not theft if she's giving us permission.
That's right. That's why we like Ellie. She's got the right attitude. Okay, so let's leave this room. Let's go into these other rooms and steal whatever we can get her. Whatever we can get our hands on. The hell is that?
Dear Wilhelmina, I hope this letter finds you well. No, it's too stilted. It sounds like I'm writing to request a loan. Dearest Wilhelmina, I regret to tell you... Oh, no, that's worse. When have I ever called her dearest? She's my daughter. This should be easy. How can a mother not know how to talk to her own daughter?
Because you're
My
cold.
love, I can no longer... For your safety, I must... Oh, hell. Even if she despises me for what I had to do, I should still be able to say goodbye. Minnie, I have to leave, and I don't intend to come back. I love you. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Doctor's orders. Tossball card Aldo Vicente. $255. And whose room is this? Dearest mother and father, I've paced the halls of this gilded cage long enough. Since you won't permit me to help the family business, I'm leaving to start a business of my own. Am too young for such ambitions? Or am I too young for such ambitions? Perhaps. But that is a risk you take when you fashion a daughter in your image. Byzantium will welcome me with open arms. Won't that be a new sensation? If I ever return, it'll be to claim my rightful spot at the head of the family. Minnie. Okay, so this is her bedroom as a child. Not creepy at all. Did I not go in this room, or could I? Oh, I couldn't. Okay. Oops. Wait, is this the one where I was... yes. I can walk through my partners. Alright, well. Time to head to Gorgon. No, we're not upside down. Ah. That worked. Okay. So we've been going for about an hour, a little more than an hour. I think this would probably be a good point to stop. And then I'll take a break for a moment, start a new stream. And I'll do like another hour or so. We're just going to wait till we get on the ship itself, just in case there's like a cutscene or anything like that. You know, somebody radios us or, you know, whatever. Okay, doesn't seem to be the case. Okay. Cool. Alright, guys, so that'll be it for now. I hope that everybody out there is enjoying the beginning of this game. So far, so good. And as I've said many times, I totally enjoy this game, so I'm sure this DLC is going to live up to expectations. Hold on real quick. Is there a weight limit? There is. 77 out of 390. So we're okay in terms of weight. Cool. Alright, so like I said, that's it, guys. I hope that everybody out there is staying healthy and safe in these crazy times. I hope that you're all remaining smart instead of being scared. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, hit that notification button, do all that YouTube stuff. And until the next time, as always, peace.